What has dating become for men in the year 2023? Is it a minefield of risks and challenges, or is there still hope? In this era of digital connectivity, dating has moved leaps and bounds from its traditional roots. Ghosting, a term unheard of in the past, has become a prevalent phenomenon, leaving men wondering where they stand in a relationship. The uncertainty and emotional roller coaster can be grueling, and it's not uncommon to hear stories of men being used as mere meal tickets, a trend colloquially known as foodie calls. The landscape of dating is changing, and it's not just about navigating the tricky waters of ghosting or avoiding opportunistic dates. Men today are also facing societal pressure to date single mothers. The perception is that women without children are too promiscuous, leaving men in a tricky situation. And let's not forget the societal and demographic trends that are reshaping the dating scene. The marriage rates are declining, and the rise of dual-income households is changing dynamics. We're in an age where traditional norms are being questioned and redefined. Men are feeling the pressure to conform to evolving standards, and it's not always easy. The modern dating scene is fraught with challenges. It's a dance of negotiation, trying to balance personal preferences with societal expectations. And then there's the issue of standards. It's a hot topic, often leading to heated debates. Men are finding themselves shamed for having standards that women cannot meet. It's a strange predicament, isn't it? Wanting traditional men but lacking the traditional skill sets of women from previous generations. So the question remains, are men losing more than they're gaining in this modern dating scene? The answer is not black and white, and it's a discussion worth having as we navigate this new era of dating. But let's not forget that standards have evolved, and not always for the better. It seems that women today want traditional men, but can they match up to traditional women of yesteryears? Back in the day, women sought stability, security, and a gentleman who could provide for the family. Men, on the other hand, sought women who could manage the home, raise the children, and support the family emotionally. These were the traditional roles, and they worked for centuries. Fast forward to today, and we see a seismic shift. Women's expectations have skyrocketed, not just in terms of financial stability, but also in emotional intelligence, physical attractiveness, and social status. But are they willing to offer the same? Women today want traditional men, those who are providers, protectors, and leaders. But here's the catch. They want these traditional men while shirking the traditional roles themselves. Many lack the basic skills of homemaking, cooking, or even the willingness to support their partners emotionally. They want a man who can provide for them, but are they ready to provide for the man in return? And when a man dares to have standards that match these heightened expectations, he is shamed, ridiculed, and labeled as misogynistic. It's as if a man wanting a woman who can cook, manage a home, or be emotionally supportive is asking for too much. The double standards here are glaring. Men are expected to uphold their traditional roles, but women are not. Men are expected to accept this new dynamic without question, and if they dare to question, they're shamed. This societal pressure on men is intense. They're caught between wanting to find a partner who can meet their needs and dealing with a society that ridicules them for having these needs. It's a classic case of damned if you do, damned if you don't. It's a tough game to play when the rules seem to be constantly changing, isn't it? Now let's talk about a significant trend in the dating scene, the rise of single mothers. Are men being forced to choose single mothers because women without children are too promiscuous? In recent years, we've seen an undeniable increase in single mothers entering the dating pool. This shift isn't just a blip on the radar, it's a significant societal change. What's causing this phenomenon? Well, there are a few factors in play. Economic conditions have shifted dramatically over the past few decades. More women are working than ever before, and the cost of living has skyrocketed. This combination has led to an increase in the number of women who are single parents. They're juggling their careers and their children, and they're looking for partners who can support them in this journey. But why are men increasingly dating single mothers? One theory is that women without children are perceived as being more promiscuous, leading men to seek out single mothers who are viewed as more stable and committed. However, it's essential to remember that this is a stereotype, and like all stereotypes, it doesn't hold true for everyone. dating a single mother comes with its own set of challenges and benefits. On the one hand, single mothers are often more mature and have a clear understanding of what they want in a relationship. They value stability and commitment, qualities that many men find attractive. On the other hand, dating a single mother also means stepping into a ready-made family, which can be a daunting prospect for some men. There's also the question of societal pressure. Are men being forced into these situations? While there may be some societal expectations at play, it's crucial to remember that everyone has the right to choose their own path in the dating world. Men are not being forced to date single mothers, but societal and economic conditions may be influencing their choices. It's a complex picture, and it's clear that men are navigating a very different dating landscape than their forefathers. So, is it really worth the risk for men to date in 2023? This is the million-dollar question. We've journeyed through the changing landscape of dating, the evolving standards, and the rise of single mothers in the dating pool. What we've discovered is that dating in 2023 is a complex dance, full of challenges and risks, but also potential rewards. In this new era of dating, men face increased risks. Ghosting has become the norm, leaving many feeling used and discarded. There's also the unfortunate trend of being used for free meals, which can leave a bitter taste. But the risks go beyond these superficial factors. Men are often faced with the challenge of dating women who demand traditional masculinity but lack the traditional skills that were once common in women. Now that's a hard pill to swallow. Standards have evolved, and not always in men's favor. Men are often shamed for having standards, criticized for wanting a partner who meets their expectations. This has led to a power imbalance in the dating scene, where men are often made to feel like they're asking for too much when they're merely seeking a compatible partner. Then there's the rise of single mothers in the dating pool. Men are often left navigating the complex dynamics of dating a single mother, which can be a rewarding but challenging experience. It's a role that requires maturity, understanding, and patience, and not every man is ready or willing to take this on. Yet, despite these challenges, men continue to date. Why? Because humans are social creatures. We crave companionship, intimacy, and love. For many, the potential rewards of finding a loving partner outweigh the risks. Yes, dating is tough. Yes, there are challenges. But the possibility of finding that special someone keeps men in the game. In the end, it seems that dating, like life, is a gamble. But as they say, no risk, no reward. So where does that leave us? What is the way forward for men in the dating world of 2023? Well, gentlemen, it's about resilience, patience, and maintaining a sense of humor. It's about understanding that the landscape has changed, but the game isn't over. The rules may have shifted, the players may be different, but the goal remains the same: finding connection, companionship, and love. Firstly, it's essential to remember that not all women are the same. Just as there are men with different intentions in dating, the same goes for women. It's crucial not to generalize or make assumptions based on a few negative experiences. Secondly, set your standards and stick to them. You have every right to want a partner who meets your expectations. There's no shame in wanting a woman who values tradition if that's what you're looking for. However, be ready to meet those standards yourself. Next, let's talk about resilience. In this era of ghosting and free meal seekers, it's easy to become disheartened. But remember, every failed date or relationship is not a loss, but a lesson. Each experience is an opportunity to learn more about what you want and don't want in a partner. Moreover, consider the rise of single mothers in the dating pool not as a negative aspect, but as a chance to embrace a ready-made family. The bond you could form with these children might just be the most rewarding experience you'll ever have. And finally, patience. Love is not a race. It's not about who crosses the finish line first, but who ends up with a partner who genuinely complements them. In this age of instant gratification, it's important to remember that good things take time. Remember, gentlemen, dating is supposed to be fun. It's a chance to meet new people, experience new things, and maybe, just maybe, find that special someone. Despite the challenges, the potential for connection, companionship, and love is still there. It's all about navigating the landscape with resilience, patience, and a good sense of humor.